good. This is the first time I ever used this radio drill, so it's kind of a learning experience. Basically, I have a 1/2 inch thick disc. I made 11 of them in case I screwed up. And I've got to put 2 holes in it, and this holes mount this on his power hammer. And so he brought one over and it was kind of wore out. So I'm hoping the hole measurements we took are going to work. Now I could put this on a rotary table, but looking at the piece that he had, I don't think the accuracy matters that much on these holes. So I'm just going to make where I could see those marks. Kind of easy because left a little bitty tiny center tip. So that automatically gave me a starting point. Find it works better without your glasses on these things. Love these little optic punches. I know I had this one when I built telescopes back in the about like '89 or something. Makes your life easier when you just need to do some simple things. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Dead on. Now, cut these out on the lathe. And Don said they were okay without being perfectly flat. He said, this is for a blacksmith. I said, okay. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to set this hole up over here where I can drill down through and not hit this chuck. I picked this chuck up for $25. I couldn't face this edge for 2 reasons. One, the chuck we had on Don's 16-inch wouldn't allow me to get over. It was just too close and I didn't want to mess up Don. It'd be the last I ever heard of it. But it really didn't matter. And the second reason is I didn't want to lose that edge because I don't know how it aligns on his machine, and he may need that sharp edge. We can always round him over afterwards. You can take his hammer and beat on it a while. Okay. How are we going to get that down there? I think we need a wiggler. I'm sorry for the noise. That's the 10 horsepower rotary phase converter I've got over on the mezzanine. Someday I'm going to either make a sound box for it or move it outside. The 20 horsepower is outside. I've got all kinds of wigglers and stuff, but you know, I was thinking about it, and for this, all I need is just a punch to find that rough hole. We're not even sure what the original hole size was. Now, the good thing about a radial drill is I can work way over here. I can move it back and forth wherever I want. I can free up the swing on it. Swing it anywhere I want. And I can go up and down with it. Turn it on. It's about as high as I can get it. I can go down a lot lower. This is the bit I'm going to use, so that's about right for it. Now this is keyed so that when I lock it, it'll keep register if I go up and down straight on. I haven't figured out how the guy that had it before me used the coolant. He may have never used it, but this table, this big square table, was an add-on. He put that on, and then he repainted the whole thing, and he kept such good records that somewhere in here, I think I took it in. There it is. He's got the label off the paint can. So I'm going to order some more of that. It's PPG. And touch it up and do what I need to. It's in pretty good shape though. All right. Lock the swing. Looks like we need to come a little bit out. Lock the arm travel. So now I have it locked this way and this way. I think if I were to just rotate this disc, I'd be dead on. I was really surprised to find out that this thing didn't have a work light set up. All the controls are up here. This is my feed. Speeds are on the other side, and I have a high and a low speed here. Pull out these arms, and that engages the down feed. We need to speed it up a little bit. Let's see what goes on. I'm not sure what the downfeed speed's going to be, and that's why I don't want to speed it up too much just now. Now, I'm going to leave this set up, and I'm going to start running through the blanks. We'll drill this one hole, then I'll spin the blank around, and it'll be set up for the next hole. But I'll have to figure out a way to register that. I'm going to try to do this quickly. My wife has got an army of mowers out there, and they've been going around and around and around and driving me crazy. Got all 11 of these discs done. Now, this is the final step for me right now. I'm going to take these over to Mark's shop, and he's going to install them on his power hammer, and then mark the location of the tools that need to be on and tack them in place, and then he'll bring them back over here and I'll do the final weld for him. But in retrospect, it sure would have been easier if I'd had a rotary table to put those on. I could have just indexed it around, or a Bridgeport with a DRO, or put them on my Bridgeport in there that's a computer, but then you don't get to play with the old tools. this is running very well. I got a few oil leaks around here, but I'd rather it leak so I know there's oil in there. All in all, I like it. It ought to work.